Manchester United have drawn 0-0 with Crystal Palace in Saturday's evening game, and now we're going to look at the good, the bad, and the awful. Starting with the good, I think there's plenty of positives to take from this one. Obviously the clean sheet against a team that have caused us problems in the past. Like they beat us 4-0 at Selhurst Park last season, so to come away without conceding shows how much we've improved so far this season already. Obviously we have Onana, I think, to thank for that, but incredible double save in the second half. The addition of De Ligt and Mazraoui in the defence as well, that can't be overstated. They were immense again. We're definitely creating more clear-cut chances than we have as well. We completely dominated that first half. So many clear-cut chances, and we dominated possession. Xerxes was at the heart of everything positive for United, especially in the first half. I think he showed why he's been brought in and how good his link-up play is. But we've seen he's not a number 9, and unfortunately with Hyland's injury at the start of the season, being asked to play there, like he's shown he's not that out-and-out striker, but his link-up play was incredible. Like he was at the heart of everything positive. So I think with Hyland coming back, it would be interesting to see Xerxes and Hyland playing together when Hyland is back full fitness. That would be an interesting dynamic. But the flip side of that then is, how do you fit the two of them into the team? Maybe it's a change of formation to maybe a more traditional 4-4-2. Who knows? Does it mean drop Bruno? Or do you drop one of your wing, like do you drop Ahmad, put Bruno on the right so you can fit Xerxes in? But it would be interesting to see if it can be done. I think it could be very, very fruitful partnership for United up front if it was possible to get the two of them playing together, because I think Xerxes could be the difference there for Hyland. Like we seen when Hyland came on in the second half, he didn't get near enough the ball as Xerxes had. So there's definitely something there maybe that Ten Hag can work on. And now the bad. Yet again, not taking our chances. I mean, Garnacho had 2 great chances. Fantastic save from Henderson for one of them. Hit the crossbar with another one. De Ligt had a couple of decent headers from set pieces. One where arguably he probably should have scored it. Downward header, Henderson saved with his feet. Xerxes had a decent header. Martinez had a decent chance. And Bruno had one as well. But like, we could and should have been 3 up at half time. That game should have been put to bed really in the first half. I think we just found Henderson in decent form. It seems to happen to us a lot. These, I wouldn't say not world class keepers, but okay keepers. But as soon as we come up against them, they just turn into prime Buffon, and they just pull off saves to beat the band, and we just can't score. Like when it was 0-0 at half time, you just kind of got the feeling it was going to be one of those days where we're just not going to be able to score. And you're praying then that the longer the game goes on at 0-0, Palace are going to get a bit of belief that they can get something out of the game. Now, luckily enough, as I said, Onana, we have him to thank for that. But yeah, so I think the substitutions changed the game as well, and we got worse because of it. I think Xerxes coming off for Rashford was a bit of a strange one when you consider that everything was coming through Xerxes. I know he was playing in the 9 position, and we were looking for goals, and he wasn't that goal threat for us, but he was creating the goal chances for us. I understand why he made that change to bring Rashford on, because we needed a goal. But look, maybe maybe Rashford for Xerxes wasn't the change to make. Maybe, perhaps, in my opinion, I probably would have taken off Ahmad to bring on Rashford, and it wasn't because Ahmad did anything wrong or had a poor game. He was good, probably one of his quieter games in recent weeks. So maybe that was the change to make. Take Ahmad off, bring Rashford on, move Garnacho over to the right, Rashford on the left, and leave Xerxes down the middle, and link through him and get Rashford and Garnacho run in behind, because Palace kind of were playing a bit of a high line in that second half. So there's definitely space for them to run into, but look, it wasn't to be. Yeah, just one of those days, I think. And now the awful. And I think, unfortunately, there's only one place to start, and I think that's Martinez's strange tackle on the edge of the Palace box. He kind of jumped in with 2 feet and kind of stamped on the ball. In my opinion, I think he was lucky not to get a red card. I know he didn't make any contact with the player, but when you're making that kind of aggressive motion towards the ball, you're giving the ref a decision to make. On another day, another referee, that could very easily been a red, and it could have been a very different story after that. Like, I think he was lucky, but yeah, it was a strange one. Just yeah, and again the anti-United negative train keeps going on. I think before the game, Jamie Redknapp on Sky was claiming that Rashford was dropped because something clearly happened behind the scenes that we don't know about. It's the only reason he would have dropped him. Now, admittedly, I will say I found it strange that he was dropping Rashford after he scored 3 goals in the last 2 games. It was a bit of a strange one, but look, Ten Hag came out before the game and said it's purely for rotational reasons. Garnacho needs to start games. He's only started 1 game this season. So, his direct quote was, "Not difficult decision because we have to rotate. So many games to cover, and we have to give Alejandro games. As we have seen, he has such a lot of end products, goals and assists as a sub. He started only 1 time this season." So look, obviously, the manager made the decision to start Garnacho ahead of him, but yeah, I think just how there must have been something happened behind the scenes. The only reason Rashford would be dropped, but look, I don't know. Obviously, in hindsight, it's easy to say it was the wrong decision because we didn't win. But Garnacho had chances, and Xerxes created all of our best scoring opportunities. So, on one hand, it was a good decision because we still got the chance. Obviously, look, we didn't take those chances. So, obviously, in hindsight, you'd probably argue that maybe Rashford should have started, but 'tis what it is. But and then lastly, on the awful, I'm absolutely sick of all these so-called United fans online calling for Ten Hag to be sacked after we failed to win. Like, it's so annoying that the United fan base has become so reactionary. Yes, it's mainly on the online fan base, which is probably just kids, like, just saying whatever negative bull they can come out with just to get the clicks and the views, because unfortunately that's the way the modern media is at the moment. You say negative things and that's what gets you the views, and that's all it's about. But it's just kind of annoying now. Like, I honestly don't know if it is just that, or whether they're looking at just the result on paper and saying, "Oh well, we didn't win. Oh, manager needs to go. Something is drastically wrong." But if you look at everything, if you actually watch the games, we're playing better. We're creating more chances. We're conceding less shots. Like, we've considerably improved in nearly every aspect of our game over last season. But clearly, the idiots are just looking at the result and not watching the games. But I'm confident that we'll improve even more, and the goals will come, and we'll start getting those victories. Look, we have Europa League game now next weekend, or during the week, sorry. So that's an opportunity to silence some of the critics, get a few goals, and get another victory. And then we have Spurs next weekend, which it's going to be another tough game, but we've seen how Spurs have played this season. They are beatable, and we have the tools and the players to do it. So hopefully we will. But yeah, so look, it's a point on the road. As I said in the live watch, well, at the end of the live watch along last night, it's a point on the road. Like, we lost there 4-0 last season. It's an improvement. Look, we should have won the game. Let's be honest. We should have been 2 or 3-0 up at half time, if not more. Game should have been over. We should have went back to Old Trafford with 3 points. But look, it is what it is. It's a draw on the road. It's a point. I know it's a small positive, but it's a clean sheet on the road, and it's a point. We'll take it. We'll go back and we'll regroup, and we'll be back for the Europa League game during the week. Yeah, leave a like on the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. How you think the game went, in your opinion? What could we have done better? Yeah, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're trying to get 100 subscribers by the end of the month. We're currently at 97, and I'm gonna try and do a small little giveaway when we hit 100 subscribers. When we hit that mark, I'll let you know what we're planning. And yeah, I'll catch you later.